Right, Patrick, this is going to you, mock man, plastic man, that's what I call you, yeah? You know who this is. I'm not showing me face, because I'm out in bail for you, and another thing, I know what you like for the shades, right? You're squealing bastards. Right, I'm just going to make this short and sweet here now, yeah? You got on the phone the other day, arguing and shouting like a fucking woman. You turned around and said, give you a date. I said to you, okay Patrick, you want a date? You said yeah. I said, how about today? Today's a date. Right? Then you turned around and started laughing on the phone for shame's sake. I said to you, Patrick, that I'd meet you and I'd knock the snots out of you. Right? You didn't want none of it. You said to me, within 5 minutes my friends are going to be at your door. Patrick, 5 minutes later the shades is at me banging on my door. Banging on my door 5 minutes later. Now if you're calling the shades your friends, I'd hear what you'd call your enemies. But then again, I wouldn't expect anything more from you because you are a squealing bastard. Right? Right, Patrick, you want a date? I'll give you a date, right? I'll give you the 31st of May this year. The 31st of May this year, it falls on a Tuesday, right? That's about 14 weeks away, right? There's a date for you. Now, the reason why I'm giving you that long, because I know what you're like. You're on the old smack, the gear, the fags, the cocaine, you're drinking every night. You're an old junkie, so I know 14 weeks should be enough time for you to recover, yeah? Go all cold turkey for yourself, yeah? There's 14 weeks, 31st of May on a Tuesday, I will fight you, right? Any way you want, you name the place, name the time, I will be there. And I will be there with a fair play man to show me fair play. You be there with a fair play man to show you fair play. Now, you can bring people with you. I know you have no one, right? You can bring people with you if you want. I can bring people with me. Simple as, right? But there's your date. You wanted your date. You wanted your little moment of fame because no one knows you. So you're just mad to get your face on the camera. Yeah? Or get people talking about you. Hatchet, nobody knows you. Nobody knows you even exist. You fucking ghost. Yeah? You are a clown. Simple as. Right? Well, you got your little moment there anyway. I gave you a date. Now get back to me. And another thing. You turned around and said you were going to go up to Swansea, South Wales, to the graveyard in Morriston, and break my grandfather's grave up, Lord mercy him. Yeah? You turned around, you were going to break his grave up. Patrick, you'll break no one's grave up, Patrick. You won't massacre no one's fucking grave. Right? You trust me on that. And I tell you something. Do you know if you have the bad luck of going around the grave and breaking it up, and I tell you something, I'm going to break you up. Right? And I'm not threatening you, I'm telling you, yeah? I know what you like for... I'm going to watch me all words on this video here, because I know what you like for the shades. Right? Around the grave, you're done. Right? Get back to me, big man, yeah? 31st of May, I will fight you. Simple as. And another thing, Patrick. Stop throwing bricks through windows and running off. And then when someone rings you to say come up to them and fight them, yeah? Patrick, you're backing off, Patrick. You're backing off. Now, it's not the first time you backed away and it won't be the last. You should have fought the queer boy Martin Mongan in Manchester a few months ago. Yeah, you asked me to get him a fight, yeah? You asked for a fight with him. I didn't bring him telling a lie. I texted him, Patrick. Said you wanted him a fight. He said he'd accepted the fight. The next, you got on your two knees, you come to my house, you got on your two knees, and you swore to the high heavens. You swore on Maggie's life, right? You swore on your grandmother, Maggie's mother, Lord mercy the woman, yeah? You swore on her grave that you was fighting Martin Mongan, and that she wasn't getting bet, and if he wanted to bait you, he would have had to kill you. You got on your two knees, Patrick, and you swore on that. The next day, you got on the phone to Maggie and you said to Maggie, I don't want to... a big mommy's boy. You got on the phone to Maggie, said, I don't want to fight now, Maggie. Can you get the fight squashed? Maggie got the fight squashed for you. You fucking fool. You've no morals, Patrick. You're the cowardliest thing. You're a yoke. The cowardliest yoke I've ever seen in my life. Right? Then you went along and you're pranking Dougie in Manchester. Pranking his phone at 6 in the morning. Right? I told him who it was. Dougie said he wanted to bait the face of you and he was going to bait the face of Christy. One after another, yeah? You shit yourself. You got Maggie on the phone to ring Dougie, crying on the phone to Dougie, right? So Dougie would feel sorry for her and leave you alone. Patrick, you're a fool. You are a gobshite, Right? There's no words for you, Patrick. You were a fool. And I tell you something, I'm only 8 years younger than you, Patrick. And I would beat you 7 days a week. I'd get up first thing in the morning, and before clean the scrams from my eyes, I'd knock you clean out. You're a fool. You never had a fight in your life, and you never will have a fight in your life, 'cause you're too cowardly to have a fight, Patrick. You won't walk out and have a fruit clouts like a proper old fella. You ring the phones and you're arguing, you're shouting in the background with the women. Like a goal. But as soon as you're asked to walk out the road and have a fruit clouts, I mean, you start laughing it off for shame's sake, or you get on the phone to the shades. Now, you said you're not a squealer. That's fair enough. Talk's cheap, yeah? But I'll show you a recording here now. 1 second there now. I'll show you a recording. Now, here you go now.
It's not just that.
There's the police.
It's a little thing. There's been a number of messages. I've seen all the messages between Patrick and whoever at the other end, okay? He really believes it's you. As I said to you on the phone, without starting an argument between us, I don't want to start an argument. Having read those messages, I'm inclined to believe
So who's made the complaint against me?
Basically, Patrick's made the complaint, and I spoke to Christine yesterday, and she's also unhappy about some of the comments that have been put on her work.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that, do you? You cowardly, yellow-belly bastard. Now, there's the hard man there, and he's ringing the shades for his younger brother, who's 8 years younger than him, to come out and tell the shades for me to stop harassing you. Patrick, will you cop on for yourself? And go and get a fucking woman, will you big old fat puff, yeah? You're like your Uncle Willie, Patrick. You're like your Uncle Willie in Manchester. 55 years of age, not a woman or a child or a house of his own. You big old puff. A queer of a boy, that's what you are, Patrick. You're not a man, you're a little boy. Yeah? Get a woman for yourself. Get a place for yourself, yeah? And grow a pair of balls for yourself. You can't give a woman a child. I have nicknamed you Plastic Balls. You are a mock man. You're an imitation man, Patrick. And another thing as well, right? This is how bad of a case you are, Patrick. You can't get dressed up and go out to the pub like a normal fella, yeah? And get a woman for yourself. You're sitting down with a phone in your hand on the old chat sites. You're on Plenty of Fish and Zoosk and all that bullshit. I mean, Patrick, for all you know, you could be chatting up old men. Transvestites. You big old queer. Cop on for yourself. Cop on. You big, swell, ugly bastard. A fool. Right? Patrick, 31st of May, it falls on a Tuesday. You name the place, name the time. I will be there, and I will knock the snots out of you, Patrick. I'm too good for you, Patrick. I'm too fast for you, Patrick. I mean, I have technique, Patrick. I can move. Patrick. I know how to box, Patrick. You don't know nothing. I brought you to a boxing gym one day and you didn't have a fucking clue how to hit the bag. You were like a big old handicapped boy. God forgive me. A big fool of a man. A big fool. You wouldn't even jump into the ring to have her through sparring sessions with the young fellas. You Gomies bastard, ya. Right? Patrick, you got your date now anyway. You want your little moment of fame. I'm giving you a little moment of fame. I'd bait you today, I'd bait you tomorrow, I'd bait you next week. But if you want a date, right, and you want to train for yourself, right, you do that, right? But all the training in the world won't help you against me. Tuesday the 31st of May, you name the time, name the place, I'll be there, you're getting bet, simple as. Now goodbye and good luck. Don't be running to the shades now. Goodbye.